truly going to be on the fact that I didn't finish school.
Montana, man. Montana. Montana, man. Oh my God, it's Montana.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's your girl Nay, and I'm back with another video. Okay. First off, I just wanted to say, actually, I really don't even know what to say right now. But yeah, I'm doing a video today because a lot has happened in this past year. Last time I did a Q&A, I was doing a sit down about the school that I was in, and I was currently going through medical assistant school or whatever, getting my associate's degree. And now today, oh, first off, let me just say, if you are subscribed to my channel right now, thank you. I truly appreciate you 100%. If you haven't subscribed yet, I know who's not subscribing but watching. There are a lot of people that are not subscribing to my channel but are watching. Like, if you want to watch, you might as well subscribe. It's the same thing. It's just the click of a button. Just click the button, subscribe, click the notification bell, and be a part of the family. You know, if you're gonna watch every video I post, you might as well just be a part of the family, and it helps in every way just to get like my video out there. So those that are subscribed, I truly appreciate it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. So now today's video is going to be very quick. Yes, this is my weekend off. At the urgent care, I work every other weekend. I do 12-hour shifts. Your girl be tired, but I do have days off in between. Like every 2 days I have a day off, or sometimes I have 2 days off, and then I have every other weekend. It's a crazy schedule, but whatever, it works for me. It's very it's cool. I like it. I love it. I'm here where I want it to be, and that's all that matters. But this video is truly going to be on the fact that I didn't finish school. Yes, you guys, like, I made it towards like the end of the 2 years, and I just decided not to finish because, and it has nothing to do with the school. I just didn't like the way that they did things. Certain things I was not told the truth about. They didn't allow me to make my, well, they didn't really force me to stay in school, but they kind of made it seem like I really needed to be in school to be a medical assistant, and that just isn't the case here for me. So I'm gonna just take you through the steps for how I became a medical assistant. So I had stopped going to school, I think it was January. It was after the winter break, and I just stopped. So it was around January where I stopped going to school, and I just wasn't confident in the school anymore. There was a lot of like little things where first I had found out all the way towards the end that if I took my RMA, which is the registered medical assistant exam on the NHA, and I didn't pass it on the first try, then I would have to then take it again, but I would not be able to get my associate's degree. I would only get a certificate, and the certificate of completions, which is something that you would get in a 9-month program. And I was like, hell no, fuck that. I am not about to be in school for 2 years, and if I don't pass this exam, not saying I wasn't going to, but if I didn't, it's a chance that I wouldn't pass on that first try, and I needed a second try to pass it. I'm not gonna get my diploma, my degree. Like, are you crazy? Hell no. And I spent so much money because it was a private school. It wasn't a CUNY school. It wasn't a SUNY school. So I was like, hell no, I'm not about to do that. So what if I'm damn near finished? I know I want to go to nursing school, so I looked into that, and there was a lot of different CUNY schools that I can go to that I can transfer like my science credits and my writing credits and my math credits, which is cool. the clinical part of the credits that I had, I wouldn't be able to transfer, but that's fine. Like, I love doing clinicals, I love the hands-on, so that's going to be nothing in nursing school. So I just was like, no, hell no, forget that, I'm out of here. So I told my school, like, I'm done, I'm not doing this no more. So when that happened, I really took a leap of faith, because at that time I was working at a shelter, a domestic violence shelter. And once I quit school from then, because I was working, and I just was like, forget it, I'm not doing this anymore as far as school. And I was just like, God, I don't even know, like, what am I doing? I'm working at a shelter right now, like, I'm not even getting no like real training in the medical field right now, and I just quit school. Are you crazy, girl? Like, why would you quit school? Like, come on, what's wrong with you? And so I really just took a leap of faith, and I was like, that is not making me happy, so I'm not doing it that way. Then I ended up going on a trip with my family, which is the video you guys seen on the family channel. I should have posted it here on my personal channel, but I was like, nah, it's the family, so post it on the family channel. So if you would like to watch that video where I went to Florida, my kids got to go to Florida for the first time. I also went to Florida for the first time. I will leave the link to that family page in the description, so you guys can see that if you want to see it. So yeah, so right before I went on the trip, I had like a career advisor or whatever, where I was getting help with like finding jobs or whatever. So he had called me, and he was like, I have this great position, it's at an urgent care. It's at 2 different urgent cares. It was City MD and Modern MD. I don't have no problem with saying like the name of where I work or whatever, it doesn't bother me. But yeah, so I kind of went with the Modern MD one. So he was like, you know, soon they're gonna have like a hiring event for like front desk, which is PCC, patient care coordinator. So at first I would just be like, you know, getting the patients in, doing the insurance, stuff like that. So he was like, yeah, you can, you know, if you want to join the interview, you can do the interview, and you know, if they like it, if they like you, then they will hire you, they will, you know, give you a call back. So I was like, all right, cool. So now I'm like, dang, when are they gonna call? Like, I'm about to go on this trip, I want to know. But while I was on the trip, I was like, something is telling me like I'm going to do this interview when I come back from my trip. So while I was on my trip, the last day actually, he gave me a call and was like, oh, that Thursday, I had came back home on the Wednesday, so that Thursday was the interview. So he called me and he was like, yeah, so Thursday is when we're going to be having the interviews with the hiring managers from the urgent care. And I was like, oh, look at God. Like, yes, he's going to give me an interview right when I come home from a nice, lovely trip. Okay, I'm loving it. Cool. So, I came back and it was a virtual interview. So I got to do it like on my laptop or whatever on, it was Zoom. So I was like, okay, cool. So now this is my first time ever like really doing an interview for something in the medical field. Like phlebotomy was like 1, 2, 3, like that was simple. But for this, like a urgent care, it was like, damn, I know it's gonna be mad stuff they're gonna ask me. So I went, you know, searching, looking at certain questions for like PCC and certain questions that I can ask them, just to like get to know them and get to know the company. So now I'm in the interview. Mind you, my kids is not back at school, so they in their room doing their thing, screaming, acting like kids, and I'm like locked in my room trying to get this interview done. So now I log in, I'm nervous, I got my questions, I got the answers to the questions that I think they may ask. And so now we all in the little group chat or whatever, and the guy's like, Nasia, you know, since you was here first, you can go first, you can get it done, 1, 2, 3. And go get it, go get it. So I was like, what? I'm first? Oh my gosh. So I was super nervous. So I went in there and I just like inhaled, exhaled, and I just was being myself and just told them everything about me, and I asked some questions, and before you know it, the interview was done. So I was so nervous, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I don't get this fucking job? Like, I'm gonna be so upset with myself. But it ended up being where I did get the job. So the next day in the morning, I didn't have to go to work. So I had time to shop. The kids was at school, my husband was at work, and I was just shopping, you know, spending a little money or whatever, even though I was like, damn, I don't know if I should be spending this money. Even though I was still working at the shelter, doing like social work and stuff like that. So I had got the call that Friday morning at like 9 in the morning, and they like, Nasia, we would love for you to work with us and this and that. They gave me the breakdown of the jobs and the whole fact that I just was floating. I was just a floater, so like wherever they needed me, I was there. So what they would do, they would like, you know, do the Ubers or whatever. So that was cool. Like, and I was making a lot of hours. I was making, and the pay was really good, you know. Now, there's one thing, I ain't gonna discuss my pay, but the pay was good, you know? The pay was good. It was decent, and it was definitely a level up from where I was working at the shelter from then. So it was like, all right, I didn't decrease my pay by moving. I increased it, so hey, win for me, okay? And I'm doing what I love. So I was so fucking determined, because I'm like, I cannot just stay at PCC. So I'm like, all right, so I got hired, a month go by, and I'm like, all right, I have to find out how can I do medical assistant? How could they, you know, get me into medical assistant? So I was hounding the fucking managers, and I'm like, how can I move up? How can I move up? Like, what can I do? So they was telling me like they do cross training or whatever, and yeah, so they do the cross training, but I would just have to give phlebotomy, which I had already in EKG. So I was like, okay. So now I went to like this school to do EKG, because I had already had a phlebotomy course done, and I went to go do the EKG. So now when I went to go to the EKG class, it was like, it's a CPR attached to it. But I'm like, no, I already have CPR, it's fine. They're like, no, it's already attached, so you just have to do it. So I was like, okay, cool. Now this is what aggravated me with the school. This is when I found out that the CPR class that I took in my school, they gave me a certificate for like, if I wanted to work in like a child care place or something like that. They did not give me a BLS. If you know the difference, you know the difference. But one said the heart savers or heart saving or something like that, and then the one BLS for like the healthcare workers. So here I'm thinking I got me a BLS. Sis didn't have a BLS. Sis had a fucking health saver certificate for if I was a child care worker. So that, I was aggravated. Mind you, I went into debt with going to the school. Like, I have a lot of fucking stuff that I'm paying off right now for no fucking reason, but it's cool because it's all in God's plan, okay? So now the second month go past. So now I'm in my second month. I'm doing PCC, and I've started the EKG class. So now it's one of those classes where it's like a self-paced type of thing, where they send you the link, you do the classes, you come and you do the clinicals whenever you have time. They give you like certain days that they will have the clinicals with the times, and you come in those times whenever you can. So you know, your girl is determined. I was so fucking determined. I finished all the online classes in one fucking day. One fucking day, you guys. One day, passed every exam that they had on there, period. And then I started doing my clinicals. And when you're doing the clinicals, you have to get 10 EKGs, 10 good EKGs. So I was like, that's nothing. So the first time I went, I had got like 6, and then the final time that I went, I got the rest of them. So I finished that whole thing, that whole process for the EKG in like at least a week, 2 weeks, and I finished it. So now what I am going to do, I am going to sit for the NHA, but not just yet. Not just yet, when your girl's ready, okay? Because I'll still be studying and stuff. So that I'm going to do. So yeah, that was something that I really didn't like about the school. They didn't give me a BLS. They gave me a Heart Savers certificate. And that was aggravating. But that was more of a reason why I was happy that I made the decision that I made, which is to stop going to school. Because now guess what, there are people that I do still keep in contact with that's in school that is stressed the hell out, and they just like, how is Nasia a medical assistant right now, getting paid what she's getting paid, and she didn't even finish school. It's like, God help your girl, because I don't even know how I did it, but yeah. So once I got those certifications, mind you, I still haven't even made my 3 months at this job yet. So your girl got a promotion before she can even make that 3 months, before she was even considered like, you know, family. Did you know after you have to do like 90 days? Is it 90 days or 125 days or 120 days or something like that? And then that means you out that probation period. So I'm still not off probation yet right now, y'all. And your girl have never called out, never missed any work. I was always there every time my manager needed me to come in if somebody called out. So I definitely earned my promotion. So I just recently became medical assistant. I've only been a medical assistant for about 2 weeks now. So yeah, like, that's what your girl did. And I just wanted to come on here to tell you guys, because I didn't want you guys to think, because I know April was when I said I was supposed to graduate, and I didn't want you guys to think I was keeping y'all out of a graduation or keeping it a secret. No, there's no secret. Your girl stopped going to school because she was aggravated, she was frustrated, she was stressed out for no reason. Because right now I'm a medical assistant, and the provider that I work with, she's so great. I love her. She teaches me everything. Like, she is a great provider. She's a nurse practitioner, to be exact, and I love her already. But yeah, I just wanted to get up on here and tell you guys what's going on in my life right now. So that's pretty much it. Your girl's a medical assistant without the schooling, and that should just let everybody know, like, you don't always have to go to school or go to college per se to get what it is that you want. Because look at me, I went to school. Yeah, I have a shitload of credits that I am going to transfer over to help me in nursing school, so it is going to cut some of the classes off of there. And I'm still not sure if I want to do LPN or RN, because I don't know. I still don't know yet. I just know I am going to be a nurse, and that's it. And it's funny because every time I go to work, either people think I'm a doctor or they think I'm a nurse. And I'm like, okay, medical assistants are nurses, but they're just not registered nurses. So like, I get it. But I would walk into the room and they would give me like their whole life story, and I'd be like, hold on, let me Google that. Let me Google that. That's a little bit over what I know. But it'd be cool, because I'd be like, no, I'm not the doctor. And they'd be like, why, for real? Oh my gosh, I thought you was the doctor. No, not yet. I'm happy that you guys are speaking it into existence, but that's not me right now. I'm just here to get your vitals, you know, listen to you, hear you out, and give the message to the doctor so they can come in and better assist you. Okay? So yeah, that's pretty much my life right now, and I am excited that I went through. And again, there's nothing against the school or nothing, because if I did not, I feel like if I did not go through the school, I would have never found this job, or never been determined to find this job to get me going on the path that I'm going on. So it's nothing against the school. It's just they have their own procedures and their own way of doing things that I just didn't agree with at all. Like, I didn't find it useful at all. And one thing I can say, going to medical assistant school, it seems so easy, but it's literally a lot of stuff you have to learn. It's a lot of testing you have to learn. Like, I do strep tests, I do flu tests, I do COVID, I do RSV, I do when people come in with like UTI, so I have to do those dipsticks. I do STD panels, STIs, draw the blood, EKGs. It's a bunch of stuff, and at that point you really don't know who's coming in with what until they check themselves in and they get into the rooms. And I have my own little way of how I do it. I just kind of let them put everybody in the room, as much people as they can in the room, and I kind of just write down the numbers of the room with the little stickies of the person's name and date of birth. And I go into each room and I figure out, okay, well, this person is here for UTI, so let me just get this test ready. And this person is here for STD, so let me get this form ready, because they have to sign a form. And get the needle ready and get the tray and everything that I'm going to need for that room, put it in that room, and then let them put the patients in the room. And I go into one room, and then I'll probably be getting urine, and then I go into another room and I'll probably be drawing blood, but and then I'll be going to another room, and then it's maybe EKG. So I'll just make sure everything is in the right room for the right patient, so that it makes it a little bit easier and a little faster. As far as drawing blood, you know, your girl is here with the needles, okay? I am very good at finding the veins, sticking the veins, and getting that blood going, okay? I had only had one patient where I had to stick him more than once, and that's only because he was a bit dehydrated. He did not drink enough water before he came. He couldn't even like pee in the cup for when it was time to do the urine, because when you do STDs, we test the urine and blood, or you can do like the swab of the back of the throat for, like, you know, gonorrhea or whatever, but that's still a test that we do with the blood too. So yeah, that's it. At first, my first day, I was just like, ugh! But after a while, it just got easy. Okay, sorry, I was a little interrupted. You know, mommy calls, mommy duties. But what was I saying? I forget what I was saying, so please excuse if it's like some confusion towards this part. But yes, at first it was mind-wrecking, but if it wasn't for the provider and the medical scribe that is working with me on my shift, if it wasn't for them making it a lot easier and being able, and one thing I would really say is don't be afraid to ask questions. Like me, I'm a question person, and I am happy they put me with people that it's okay with answering my questions, because if I'm unsure about something, best believe I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna say, is this right? Am I doing this right? Am I supposed to do this? Is this and this right? Okay, how can I do this faster? How can I do this better? Because I want to be the best MA as I can, because then that means I'll be a very good nurse too. That's just it. Like, don't be afraid to ask questions. That's what they're there for. They've been there for years and they know what they're doing, so it's your turn to learn, so you have to ask your questions. But yeah, but I don't know, the phlebotomy I really like the most, because, you know, that's something I've just always loved doing. But everything else is pretty cool. Like, I like the fast paced. It really keeps me on my toes, and I do want to be a nurse in the hospital. Whether it's a LPN or RN, I do want to work in the ER. And I know it's like a lot more to do in the ER, so I feel like the urgent care is the vibe for it. Like, it's definitely fast-paced. Sometimes we see 40 to 50 patients in one day, and I would be the only MA there. Guess what? Your girl gotta go see 40 to 50 patients. I'd be on my toes, for real. Feet be killing me by the time 8 o'clock come. And of course, I'm not gonna say what location I work in, or none of that, because that is not cool. Then I would have people coming to be like, I want to be seen by Nasia. I know she works here. No. Okay, no. And I know y'all probably can hear it. I am a little congested. I am just a little bit. I am getting over a cold. Probably one of my children give it to me, but I'm happy that I did have this weekend, because this is my weekend off. This is my last day. It's Sunday, Easter Sunday. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that. Happy Sunday, happy Easter to everyone. I almost forgot about that. But yeah, besides that, I just want to give y'all a little glimpse of what's going on with me and how my life is going. And who knows, your girl might just be moving out of town. I can't wink, y'all. Yeah, your girl might just be moving out of town. It may be the next vlog may be a relocation vlog. You just never know, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys posted, and I just wanted to let y'all know the truth. Like, I know I was very hype and very happy and excited about my journey going through school, but it just didn't work like that. And that's one thing that I always wanted to stand 10 toes down on my in my videos and on my channel, that life happens and sometimes things don't go the way that you want it to go, and that's just how it is. It's life. Like, I would never try to portray like, oh yeah, I still finished school, I did that. No, I didn't finish school, but I still became a medical assistant on my own terms and the way that it made me happy. So one more thing, what can I say? If I could change anything, would I? No, I wouldn't. I'm happy I went through the school, because guess what? Certain classes did help me learn certain things. Anatomy and physiology. It definitely helped me. My pharmacology class definitely helped me. The only part I really didn't like was the fact that I would have had to take the RMA to get my degree, and the fact that they gave me a Heart Savers certification instead of a BLS. I didn't like that. And if it wasn't for me going through this route, I would have never known until I would have tried to apply for like a hospital job, and they would have been like, that's not what I'm asking for, that's not what I want, you have to go get it again. So I had to pay $90 to get another one when it was already paid for in school. And it wasn't even expired. Like, I had a whole 2 years for that Heart Savers certification. And it's like, I don't work at no fucking daycare, so why do I need that? I need the BLS. That's what I need. But yeah, so I'm going to end this video. I just wanted to get on here face to face with you guys, because I know y'all haven't seen my face in a long time. The last time you see your girl, she didn't have locks, okay? She had her what is it called, the silk press, and it was a lot longer, so I had to cut some, you know, trim some of that silk press out, and then I locked my hair because your girl is free, okay? But yeah, I'm just gonna end this video here. It's gonna be very long, about 30 minutes, but I'm going to edit it right now and try to have it out there to you guys by tomorrow, hopefully. I'm trying to post a little more frequently, because I know you guys want to see more of me, right? But yes, don't forget to like this video, share if you will. The more you share, the more it gets out there for my channel. Subscribe, have your family subscribe. If you know somebody that want to be a medical assistant and needs to hear the hardcore reality of what it is, and school, like, here, this is it. Like, I didn't hide nothing. Like, I'm not gonna hide anything from you guys. Like, it is what it is. Like, no, I didn't fucking finish school. It was no need for me to finish it. I'm just gonna have my credits transferred over to nursing school, whether I do LPN or RN, and they're gonna transfer over, and that's it. I did not need to do 2 years in school for medical assistant. I literally could have did a 9-month program or a 6-month program and been fine. But I didn't even do that neither. I just got cross-trained by my job, and I went to get, well, one certification I just had to get the EKG, and I did that in 2 weeks. So it's all about how determined you are and how much motivation you have, and don't give up on your dreams. Like, that's it. Like, ain't nothing gonna stop me at all. As y'all see, your girl stopped going to school just off of, like, faith. That's it. That's all I had was, like, faith. That's it. Because I was legitimately working at a shelter. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Like, there's a lot of people that are watching my videos, but y'all not subscribing. Like, am I not giving you guys what y'all want? Like, comment down below what type of videos y'all want to see, so your girl can give it to y'all. And I'm also gonna put down the family channel in the description, so you guys can see the family vlog too, if you want to see that trip to Florida. And that's about it. I hope you guys love this video. I hope you guys do subscribe, because I told y'all to subscribe. Don't be having me out here making videos and I'm just talking to myself. Subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions. I'm here to answer the questions. If you have questions about medical assistant, if you have questions about mommy life, married life, any questions, your girl is here to answer, because I'm going to give it to you. Hardcore truth, period. Okay? So I hope you guys have a good Easter, and have a blessed rest of your day. Bye bye. See you guys in the next vlog.
Montana, man. Montana, man. Oh my